Hi everyone, it's me and I'm here to do a declutter. I'm going to be doing my blushes, my highlights, and my bronzers all together because I only have like maybe all together, maybe 10 bronzers and highlights, and the rest are blushes. So I'm going to start off with my bronzers, then my highlights, and then my blushes, and we'll see what I can get rid of. I probably won't get rid of a lot of bronzers or highlights because like I said, I don't have that many, and I'm still trying to grow my collection to see what I like. So let's get started with the bronzers. The first one is an Enter Pro now, and I've had this one for a while. I've already hit pan on it. This is the bronzer in Blowtorch, and it looks like that. This is actually a really nice color for me. It's pretty much my skin tone, but it adds a little blush of color, which I like. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just finish this off, call it a day, so that'll be easy to get rid of. Alright, so the next bronzer that I have is from Model Co, and this is just a shimmering bronzing powder, and I used to use this like crazy. I think I've made a pretty good dent in it, but I think I stopped using it because it was just a little too shimmery for me. I don't remember exactly why I didn't finish off. It's like, again, my skin tone. Like, there's no difference as to where the blush is or the bronzer is and stuff, but I don't know. Every time I use this, I feel like there's like chunks of glitter, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just give this to a friend. And I have my little thing that I can take my makeup off, my wet rag. It actually is one of those rags where you can just take your makeup off without adding any kind of what's the word, product or anything on it. It just kind of takes off your makeup, like one of those Sephora rags or something. Anyway, I'm blabbering. Okay, so the next one is from Mineral Hygienics, and this is a mineral enhancer in the color Warm Kiss, and it looks like this. I think I got this on like one of my boxes or something. I don't even know if it's open. No, it's not even open. I don't even know. I don't know if I should open it and then test it if I haven't even opened it since I've gotten it, you know? Like, it's literally still packed shut. I think I'm going to go ahead and pass this off to a friend. It hasn't been opened. I haven't even bothered trying it, so I'm going to go ahead and pass it on. The next one I think is open. I'm pretty sure it's open. This is the Marsk Mineral Bronzer in Bondi Bronze, and it looks like this. It's very, very shimmery from what I can tell. Yeah, I did open this. Okay, so it's kind of orangey. I don't know exactly how to feel about this, but let's swatch it and see. It's more of a highlighter. Look at that sheen. It's more of like a highlight, it seems, than a bronzer. I mean, it's very, very bronzy, but I don't know. I think I might hold on to this and just use it as a highlighter, like during the late summer days, like a really, really nice bronze highlight. That's beautiful. So I'll hold on to this and I'll stick it in my highlighter. So this will be one highlighter I'm keeping. Or bronzer, I guess considered bronzer, I don't know. Okay, the last bronzer that I have, I told you I didn't have that many, is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer, and this is just a little sample of it. I got it in one of my boxes. I'm definitely going to keep this because I haven't even tested this yet on my skin, but it seems like it's a cool tone bronzer, which I don't know if my skin will like cool tone bronzers. I've never used one, but I'm very excited to try it. And it smells like chocolate, so definitely going to keep this to test out. So out of my bronzers, I got rid of 2, and I'm keeping 1 and turning 1 into a highlight, I guess, if that makes sense. So on to the highlighters now. I have one from Beauty For Real, and this is the Blush and Glow. So one side is a blush and one side is a highlight. The highlight portion is called High Beam, and it's stick form, which I'm not really a fan of stick formed or cream formed anything. And I have tested this out a couple times. The sheen is beautiful, as you can tell. And the smell is what made me keep it. It smells like vanilla. It's delicious. However, I don't like cream formulas. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch the blusher side for you because I haven't even used the blush side. It's gorgeous. It's such a pretty color. But again, I don't like cream formulas. I don't own any cream stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this on to a friend that will better use this. The next one is from e.l.f. It's their Gotta Glow blush. This is the very generic basic blush, the very first one I've ever owned actually. I might have to get rid of it and buy a new one. It's getting kind of chalky, but we'll see how it looks on my hand. It's actually still pretty sheeny. You can see the glow right there, but it is turning kind of powdery on me. And as you can tell on the inside, it's like, actually you probably can't tell, but it has like these little bumps on it, which I think means that it's going bad. It's just a really pretty highlight though. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one and then buy a brand new one because I like the gold flecks that it has in this. It's very, very gorgeous. So we'll go ahead and just do that. And we'll see how I like the new formula, because I think they actually came out with new formulas for all their stuff as well. The next one is from Ofra, and this is the Blush Stripes Illuminating one, and it looks like this. Really? I am just not having a good day. Like, I already don't feel good. My boss isn't answering any of my messages. It's just not a good day. So here it is right here. I gotta hold it like this or else it's gonna fall out of the pan. But what I do is I just swirl them all together, and then it creates this really, really pretty illuminating glow. You can see how shiny that is. I love this stuff. It's very, very soft, so I'm definitely gonna hold on to this. It's just such a beautiful highlight, you guys. I need to get more into highlights. Like, I'm wearing a highlight right now, which it's actually in my everyday makeup. It is from Revolution, and I will post it down below or put it right up here so that you guys know what I'm wearing and that beautiful glow. But it's beautiful. The next one is an e.l.f. Glow. This is a mineral glow and shimmer, and it looks like this. I don't even know if this is, yeah, actually it is open. Okay, let's not get that on my dress. Let's go ahead and just swatch it and see if it really is a glowy product. Oh wow, yeah, it is actually. That's really pretty. It's a very light glow. Like, this is a very serious glow. This is a really pretty light glow. You could probably do that glow all over your face and you'd be probably okay with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep that because it's actually really gorgeous. It could be like an all over face illuminator if you really want to, but it is still an illuminator. It's still a glow sheen. So yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that. Okay, so I got rid of two highlights and gonna repurchase the e.l.f. one, and I held on to two. So far I'm doing 50% of each. On to the blushes. I have probably about 20 blushes or so. I don't know. But anyway, let's get into it. So I have them kind of just spread all over my floor, so we're just gonna pick them up and go for it. The first one is from NYX, and this is in Bourjois Pig. And this is actually pretty new to me. I haven't really used this. I've only swatched it, but that's what it looks like. And the pigmentation really is not there. I don't think I'm gonna hold on to this. The pigmentation is just not showing up on my skin at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this to a friend. I have another NYX one. This one's in Desert Rose, and this is one of my favorite ones to have around. It's just gorgeous, and the pigmentation is definitely there for this one. As you can tell, it's just beautiful. So I'm definitely going to hold on to this one. My last NYX one that I have is called Mocha, and this one's pretty old. I used to be a big fan of this. As you can tell, I mean, I've almost hit pan, but I don't think I'm gonna hold on to this. It's beautiful, it is, but it's so old, I think I just have to get rid of it. It's one of my first NYX blushes I've ever owned, and NYX has been around for a really long time, and I've been doing makeup for a really long time. The next one in here is from Ofra, and this is the Blush in Paradise Pink. It comes in a little package like that, and it has this big old pink blush in it. I got this in one of my boxes. Again, the pigmentation is just not there. I wonder if when like the pigmentation isn't there, if it's just not pigmented in general, or if it's just not good anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. When I say get rid of, I'm going to pass them off to a friend and then they can do whatever they want with it. I'm not just gonna throw them away. The next one is from Hikari, and this is the blush it's a shimmer bronzer actually, in Radiate. I should have put this in my bronzers, but I usually use this as a blush rather than a bronzer. But it is very illuminating. It kind of reminds me of a bronzing highlight because you see the sheen. It's just really gorgeous. I might hold this around just to use as a highlight because it is gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this over in my highlights and keep that. The next one is from e.l.f. and this is considered a bronzer, but it's way too light to be a bronzer on me. So it is the bronzer in Baked Peach, and I tried using this as a blush. Like I said, it's not my day. It's not my day. Makeup's falling out of pans. I tried to do my makeup this morning. It didn't work. It's just not a good day. Okay, so here it is right here. The formulation is very, very, very spectacular. It's very soft. However, it is just not my color. It's not my color. It is very, very light. It's very powdery. It looks like it could be a highlight rather than a bronzer, but I don't think that I'm going to hold on to this just because it is just so light. And it doesn't have that sheen of a bronze or of a highlight that I'm used to. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this on. The next one in here, sorry you guys, my nose itch is really bad. It's from NARS, and this is my very first NARS blush, and this is the Dolce Vita. I got this when I first started makeup a long time ago, so it's pretty old, but it's just sentimental to me. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. It's so old. The pigmentation is still there. It's beautiful still, but I'm going to pass it on. I'm going to pass it on. Okay. Next one is from Stila, and this is the Custom Color Blush. It's a self-adjusting blush, and this is in Coral. It looks like this, and it's actually more of a pink coral than a coral, but it's right there. It's gorgeous. I just got this one too in a Marshall's haul, so I'm gonna hold this around just to test it out a little bit. It's gorgeous though, so definitely gonna hang on to that. Let me wipe all these blushes and bronzers off my hand. I don't know, the more I'm looking at that e.l.f. bronzer blusher thing, the coral, the brown one, the light color, I don't know, it might be a good highlight. I'm gonna come back to that. That's my maybe now. Okay, so we have an e.l.f. blush palette in the color Light, and you guys, I have never used this. I've only swatched it, and I got it in one of my boxes. I mean, it's really pretty, but the colors are so light, and the pigmentation is there. I'm not saying that the pigmentation isn't there, but they're so powdery and so chalky. I'm just gonna pass on this. So one of my friends can have this and do as they please with it. They're just so chalky, and I don't like chalky and powdery blushes. They just don't sit well with me. So we're gonna move on to my other e.l.f. one that I have. I have another e.l.f. Blush palette, and this one's in dark. This one I actually have used a lot, especially during the winter months, the fall season. But I'll go ahead and swatch these ones for you. The pigmentation on these are beautiful, and they are very, very creamy. They're not powdery. I just love them, and especially the first two. They're just gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and hang on to this one. Okay. One of them has a lot of glitter in it. I don't tend to run towards glitter, but it doesn't show up on your cheeks at all, so we're good with that. The next one is another e.l.f., and I actually dropped this before I started filming. You know, no surprise, but it's the contouring blush and bronzing powder, and this is in Turks and Caicos, and there goes another piece. I dropped it and I chipped this. But these are beautiful colors. This one right here, this is what that looks like. It's just a really light blush, and then this is the bronzer. It's a kind of like a cooler toned bronzer on my skin, and the blush is more of a kind of like a pinky mauve color. I really like these, so I'm gonna give them a shot. I really haven't tried them. It's actually kind of new to me, and of course I already drop and break it, so no surprise there. Miss Klutz over here. We're gonna go ahead and move on. I have another e.l.f. blush, and this is in the color Wanderlust, and this one's so creamy, like really, really creamy. It's gorgeous though, and the pigmentation is there. The formulation is great, so I'm gonna hold on to this. I have a Show Me Your Cheeks blush from Elizabeth Mott in Peach Pink. It just came in a little thing like this, and I'm pretty sure you're just supposed to depot this and then put it in a Z palette, but I actually don't have a Z palette, so I haven't done that. And this is really light. Wow. Like, doesn't even show up on my skin light. I'm gonna go ahead and give this to a friend. That was an easy decision. Why can't they all be easy like that? The next one is from Studio Makeup, and this is in the color Wildflower. I don't know. I've never heard of this brand before, so it looks like this. And here's a swatch for you. Again, super light. I don't like light blushes because I have darker skin tone, so I'm going to give this to a friend as well. Sorry this video is kind of long, but I am going in depth with a lot of these, and because I don't have that many. The next one is from Pandora's Face, and this is in the color Pink Carnation. Yes, I have yet to take it out of this little thing that it came in, but again, I don't have a Z palette to do that. This color is beautiful. It is one of my only pink ones that's actually pigmented, so I'm going to hold on to this. Plus, I use it like crazy, as you can tell how dirty the pan is. The next one is from Makeup Geek, and this is an XOXO, my only Makeup Geek blush that I have. I actually got it in a box. I think it was a Boxycharm, actually. But it's gorgeous. It's such a pretty pink, and it's so, so soft. It's super, super pretty, so I'm going to go ahead and hold on to this. It's a little powdery, but if I use a light hand with as pigmented as it is, it'll be just fine. The next one is a Master Highlight from Maybelline, and this is in the color Deep Bronze. I think it's supposed to be like a bronzer, but I use it as a blush. I kind of intertwine them, but I use it more for a blush than a bronzer. It's at the very bottom. It could be anything, actually. It could be a highlight, it could be a bronzer, it could be a blush. Like, there's so many uses for this that it's just, I'm going to keep it because you can use it for everything. But I set it in the blushes because that's what I usually use it for, as a blush. So I only have 4 more left. I'm going to do this Too Faced one. This is Justify My Love. It's the Love Flush. It's just a mini one that I got for Christmas. And it's kind of like a purpley pink, actually. But it's a little light for my skin tone, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this off to a friend. I do have Your Love is King inside my everyday makeup bag that I love. I'm actually wearing that right now, and I'm obsessed with it, so I'm definitely hanging on to that one, which is why it's in there. The next one is from Dose, or Dose, however you pronounce it. This is in the color 51, and it looks like this. This one is gorgeous, you guys. It is a little powdery, as you can tell, but it is gorgeous. It's so soft. It's so pigmented. I'm definitely going to hold on to that. I'm getting like fallout all over my dress. This is not good. Okay, so 2 more. I got a Stila Duo Creamsicle. It's in the color Creamsicle. It's a blush and a bronzer. And the blush is right there. It's kind of like a corally color. It's kind of light. And the bronzer is right there. They're actually really, really pretty. I think I picked this up for like $4 at Marshall's. It's really gorgeous, and the formulation is definitely dead on. I think I'm going to hold on to it just to test it out a little bit. I only used it a couple times, so I'm going to test it out just a little bit more and see what I think about it. And the last one is actually a palette from Revolution. So we're going to go ahead and swatch a couple of those, not all of them, but it looks like this is in the color Hot Spice. And here are the colors right here. Sorry, you guys can see me and myself. I usually use these 2 as highlights or blush toppers, especially this one. It's gorgeous. As you can tell, it has a gorgeous sheen to it. And then the ones that I use the most, I use this one right here, which is just a really great kind of brown mauvey color. And then I use, which other one do I use? This one right here. So I tend to run for the darkest ones. That one's actually kind of light, but it's like a corally light. But they're gorgeous, you guys, and I'm definitely going to hold on to this. I actually want to pick up another one of their palettes, or even their highlight palette. So if you guys haven't checked out Revolution, go check them out. They're at Ulta. I don't know if they're at the drugstore, but they might be at the drugstore too. But yeah, they're very inexpensive. I think that palette right there was maybe $10, maybe. But yeah, I think we did good. We got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's 8 or 9 blushes that we got rid of, and we kept maybe 9 of them. So 50% on each isn't too bad. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.